Welcome to A Quest for Metal, the first part of our ongoing series to explore new music, new bands that have slipped through the cracks, slipped under the radars, and I'm going to share with you the bands that I've discovered within the last couple of weeks, and it's going to be an ongoing series, because we want people to explore more music, more metal. That's the point of this channel. So this series, it goes in tandem with my name. It's A Quest for Metal, and here we are, questing for some metal. This is kind of a rip-off of Jamie Horsley's Discovery, but he said he's killing that, so fuck it, I'm taking it. You snooze, you lose. God damn it, you snooze, you lose. So, on this first episode, we have 8 bands, 8 albums, well, 7 albums and an EP, as you can probably tell by the thumbnail and the title of who's in it. 8 new experiences I've had, and all for the better. So I guess we should just get stuck in with what I've explored and the albums and bands that I've enjoyed. Starting off with Queensryche, I guess, the EP. Starting off with the biggest band here, Queensryche. Everyone knows them, everyone loves them. I was a big naysayer. You know, they're like my most hated band. Didn't like the vocals, didn't like any of the concepts, didn't like fucking anything. But then the Discord kind of blew up and everyone's telling me to check out the EP. It's different, the early Queensryche's a lot better. So I caved in. I checked it out, and we are talking about the EP, Queensryche, self-titled. And yeah, you bloody guys were right. This is amazing. This is really good. It's more like power metal, less like prog. It's more like power. Like the vocals on it are really strong. And I was always like a naysayer of Jeff's vocals as well, which people was like, blasphemy, blasphemy, but it was too screechy. But on this, god damn, something clicked. Queen of the Reich, oh damn, what a powerful vocal performance on that. The rest of these songs are amazing as well, so, you know, I can now say I like a Queensryche, not quite an album, but an EP, but I like something by the band, so I'm going to keep exploring them. You know, maybe it'll finally click now, which is what I want. More music's always good. I don't want to hate stuff. More music's always good. So, the first one I explored was Queensryche's EP, and yeah, gotta say, big love for this one. So the next band I checked out was called Necronomicon, and there's a couple of bands called that, but the one I checked out was a kind of black/death metal band called Necronomicon, and the album was Sacred Medicines, which I checked out on YouTube, and I tried to find it on iTunes, or Apple Music, whatever it is now. I'm a boomer. But they have every other album in the discography aside from Sacred Medicines. That really annoyed me, because as you can tell, because I'm talking about it, this album's fucking great. This is death metal mixed with tribal. It's almost like Sepultura, but not quite. It's kind of like Black and Death version of Sepultura. Amazing screams, amazing, like, it's heavy as hell. This is a heavy album. If you like Sepultura, early Sepultura, like Arise or anything like that, it's got like the tribal chanting and stuff. The downside is there's a couple of interludes which are just tribal noises, and I'm okay with the first 2, but when it gets like to the third one, it's like, okay, alright, I like it in the middle of the song, but too many of these interludes, I'm just going to skip it on repeated listens. But oh my god, the songs are so goddamn crushing, so heavy, and it just works so well. This is a band for fans of like Nile, for fans of, like I said, Sepultura. It's really interesting, really engaging, and Sacred Medicines was a very cool listen. It feels like you're just smoking some shisha and you're just floating off the fucking tribal head-crushing land, and that's what you get with this album. Definitely one to check out. But it's not on Apple Music, so I don't know if it's on Spotify, but it's definitely on YouTube, so go check it out on YouTube. Speaking of Nile, Scarab is the next band I'm going to talk about. Holy fucking shit. You know, from a name like Scarab, you know what it's going to be. It's like Nile. Egyptian-themed death metal. It's got that walk like an Egyptian theme going on. It's crushing. It's got those cool Egyptian melodies. The vocals, while not as... what's the word? Not as in your face like Nile. Still brutal, still heavy, bit lower in the mix. But fucking hell, it's brutal. I was actually Googling. I was like, more bands like Nile, because I'm on a Nile binge at the moment. Scarab was one that came up, and I checked it out, and I was not disappointed. Downloaded all their albums. So far, I've only listened to the one, Blinding the Masses, which was fan-fucking-tastic. The song Ankh. Holy shit. Face melter. Fucking face melter. Go listen to the song Ankh by Scarab. Great fucking band. Crushing death metal. I need some more Egyptian themed death metal, because this was the bee's bollocks. It wasn't the bee's knees, it wasn't the dog's bollocks, it was the bee's bollocks. Next up is Graveshadow with Ambition's Price. This is symphonic power metal. This is, for fans of Unleash the Archers. That's the best comparison I can have with this one. She has a powerful voice. It's a female singer and she is fan-fucking-tastic. She owns that mic. For anyone who loves Unleash the Archers, this band is for you. They got long songs, they got epic songs, and she screams as well, kind of like Alyssa from Arch Enemy. The screaming is fantastic as well. And she just has so much power. She has so much power over her vocals. All these songs are fantastic. The title track's one of my favourites. Probably my favourite, but I love the long epic near the end. It's split into three, kind of like an epica kind of opus. It's fantastic, you know, it's got the harsh screaming, beautiful singing, she's powerful as hell, all these songs are interesting, it's more like Epica, more like Arch Enemy Epica, Ginger, Spirit Box, than Nightwish, Within Temptation, stuff like that. But it's most like Unleash the Archers, so if you like them, go check this band out. Fantastic band, fantastic album. I don't know if I've said the album. Ambition's Price. Fucking flawless. Next up is a bit weird, Dungeon Synth, with a band called Kalameet on the Age of Fire. This is Dungeon Synth. There's no vocals. There's no crazy solos. You'll know if you like this. You'll know if you don't. I, for one, love it. Because I only checked this band out because the name's Kalameet, which is the Black Dragon from Dark Souls 1. And I was like, the nerd in my brain was like, yeah, you got to check that out. It's got fucking Kalameet on and he's awesome to fight. Checked it out and I was not disappointed. The melodies are infectious on this album. Oh, they soothe the soul. Love all the melodies on this album. Love the artwork. Just how relaxing it is. If you like stuff like, I don't know, like Burson's Philosophum and stuff like that, or basically any dungeon synth or synth in general, check out Kalameet, The Age of Fire. It is just a great listen. Next up, with more death metal, Mammoth Grinder, Cosmic Crypt. This is brutal and heavy as fuck and just amazing. This band is awesome. This is crushing. Short songs, kind of similar to like Gatecreeper or Tomb Mold. Well, more like Gatecreeper because the songs are a bit shorter. It's that cavernous kind of death metal. That kind of, you know, it's like phlegm coming out your mouth and you're about to like vomit bile everywhere, like an alien. If you love that kind of death metal, old school death metal, Mammoth Grinder is a band you need to check out. I mean, you know, for fans of old school death metal, Obituary lovers will love this. Mammoth Grinder. I'm going to keep saying it because the name's fucking awesome. Mammoth Grinder. I mean, from the art as well. Holy shit. All these songs are fantastic. It's a short listen, so it's good. You know, you can get it over and done with quick. So, go check out Mammoth Grinder. It's fucking soupy. It's soupy? What does that mean? It's gravy, alright? It's bloody gravy. Next up, we have Acranius, which is a slam band. So, you know, it's like brutal death metal, but fucking heavier, more chaotic, and just, I mean, slamming. You got those slamming breakdowns in it. I was not really the biggest fan of slam, to be honest. I love brutal death, I love technical death, I love death, everything, prog death, normal death. Slam was kind of a bit too much, but I really gelled with this band. This is this is like a gateway for me. This is a gateway to slam. And I'm glad I checked it out because I checked out all 3 albums, but the album I'm going to talk about is Return to Violence with the amazing album cover with like the cannibal holocaust looking people impaled and stuff. It's everything you want from a brutal death slam band. It's heavy as hell. The slams are in your face. The vocals I can get down with. I don't know why, just something clicked with this band. Whereas like the vocals are on point, the slams are on point, it's technical. It's not just like the entire way through. It's technical as well. It's just a fucking amazing listen and it's heavy as shit. If you like heavy music, go check out Acranius. All 3 of their albums and the EP. Oh my god. The first EP is so good. All the albums are great. All the albums are fantastic. This one is probably my favourite at the moment, but That could change easily, but this is the album I checked out, and it got me into slam, so I have to talk about it. Have to recommend it to people. So, naysayers about slam, give this album a listen. And finally, we're ending on my favourite album, and it's Illuminated. This is a prog band. It's a heavy prog band, similar to that of like Between the Buried and Me meets like Opeth and Tool, but it's a female singer, so it's like Spirit Box as well. It's very cool. This album's very cool. This band is very cool, and the songs are fucking stellar. The song Illuminated, holy god, that's a fantastic song. I got to talk about Crack of Light. This long, like 8-minute long song is so perfect. It's got the beautiful singing. It's got mixing with the harsh screaming. So you know, all you extreme lovers, it's got harsh shit as well. Just the guitars, the instrumentation is on point. It's got a saxophone. It's got a fucking saxophone. You gotta love a song if it's got a saxophone in it, just like Rivers of Nile. Holy shit. This song is just perfect. So, 100% check this song out and then check the whole album out, because I think for fans of like Between the Buried and Me and stuff, you will love Vinterland. You will love this album, and her voice is fantastic. Oh, Oceans of Slumber is another good one. It's kind of like that. The progressive symphonic. It's kind of like that, but I think this is more progressive than them. This is more progressive. Love this album. So that is my favourite pick of the week. So hopefully you enjoyed this new series. It's going to keep on going. I'll tell you some new picks I found out, some new bands I got into. It could be popular bands, like maybe another Queensryche album next week. Maybe, I don't know, another band I've never heard next week. But I'll keep bringing you some new finds, and hopefully one of these albums, one of these bands you get into. And that's my goal here. So let me know down below what you thought of these bands. Will you check them out? What should I listen to? What should be on the next episode? Because there's a lot of bands I still haven't heard and a lot of albums I still haven't heard. So let me know some recommendations down below, and we'll see you again on another Quest for Metal.